this acting thing has been kind of heartbreaking for me. And I haven't been finding as much joy in it as I used to. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And it's I don't know, it's crazy that I'm saying this out loud on this thing that's going to be broadcast, but I don't know, man. I might step back from acting. I might do that for a while. And when I say that, I don't mean like stop acting, because I love I love the act of it. I love doing it. And if somebody like John Strelick were to come to me and be like, hey, I wrote this script, it's got the Gunther sequel right here, let's do it. Or, in fact, John wrote a script that he wants to do with Ford and I. It's like a little 10-minute short he wants to make with me and Ford. Something like that. I might, or if Wolf calls me and says, I got this play I want to do, But I think I'm not so sure I want to actively pursue it as a career anymore. And you're the first, besides Larissa, you're like the first person I've said that to. But I don't know. You make me want to be honest, Sam. You're turning me into an honest man.
I feel like when Michael Jordan first announced that he was retiring from the game of basketball. No. I appreciate.
It's just, look. I've been told by a lot of really smart people throughout my time here doing this thing that if you don't love this thing, if you don't really love it, don't fucking do it. Don't, because it's hard. It's so hard. And if you don't love it, then don't do it. Because that's the only thing that's going to sustain you throughout all the disappointment, all the rejection, all the waiting for something to happen. Not that you should be waiting, but you know what I mean? Just trying to make something happen and then nothing happening. And I don't mean nothing. That sounds so, like I said, I'm super great. Like we just talked about a feature film I worked on and I did that and that was fucking great. And I loved it and I did it. And there's nothing, it's a real thing that exists out there in the world. And I'm super proud of it. And I'm happy that I got to be a part of it. But, I find myself getting a text from my agent saying, you got an audition. And that feeling like a burden. Like, that text is not exciting to me. It stresses me out. I usually am not connected to the material because I'm a non-union actor with an agent who's doesn't have a whole lot of clout here, and they're doing their best. God bless them. They're very nice people. But I get that text, and instead of being like, oh, right, this is an opportunity to act. Oh my God. I go, fuck, I don't want to do that. And that's a problem, I think. I think that's a problem. And so I've really been, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to talk about. It's a hard thing to say out loud because it makes me feel like I've wasted so much time. If I decide to really, really take the leap and just be like, I think it's over, which I haven't made that decision, but I'm certainly considering it. And then it would be like full-time music, because that's the thing is like with music, something's happening every day, you know?
Right.
And it's all something like I'll write a song, or I'll have an idea for a song, or I'll come up with a vocal melody, or a chord progression, or just an idea, a lyric, whatever it is. And I get that, I can make that happen almost every day if I just open myself up to it. With acting, it's like, okay, I'm in a class. I have a scene partner. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna work on this scene, and then we're gonna put it up, and then for about 10 minutes when I'm in class and I'm putting up the scene, I feel amazing. I feel alive. It's incredible. But there's a lot of time in between that it's like pulling teeth to me at this point. And it wasn't always like that. When I was at Playhouse, when I met you, I loved it. I loved every aspect of it. I loved getting a new scene. I loved digging into it. I loved, doing script analysis. I loved doing, exercises into section work. And I loved doing exercises in class to kind of, I loved the Spoon Rivers. I loved all of it. I loved the fantasies. I loved then like applying, those tools to the work and figuring out how to like go deeper and do all this. And I just don't have that same mojo for it, And I'm sorry, this is. I hope this didn't get too weird, because we were just talking about acting for so long, but
this is a safe space, man. Say whatever you want. Like, it's real, because I think, and just to interject for a second, this has been a common theme on this podcast, because a lot of actors and stuff, and I'll just speak personally. I mean, so first and foremost, like someone that sees confinement from somewhere in middle America where I'm from, and it's just, they don't know, like they're thinking you've made it here, you're living in a big house.
Right.
Oh, he's made it. He's on all these streaming services.
Right.
The reality I've seen out here, and you're right, because I've heard the same exact thing. If you can find money doing something, I think Bobby Schlasky said it when he was on here, and he's a guy that works a lot and does a lot.
He's fucking great.
He's phenomenal.
I love his work, man.
But like, if you don't love like every aspect of this and you can make money doing other stuff, you probably have a little more peace of mind. And like, I'll say this over and over again, but I fully, it just blows my mind, like the level, and you being one of those people out here, of people I have seen with my own two eyes, live and on film, and know that it doesn't matter how great you can be at this, you still may never get a true chance. That's why I said earlier, I was so happy to see you get that opportunity with that, because there's a lot of people that are at that high skill level like you. They're never even going to get to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm very, very fortunate. Yeah.
So it's almost, I got to think of the right way to, it's disheartening to see. Like, it really is, like, just in general, to just see so many people that are so good at something, but they have to work 10 jobs to even stay in a place that is constantly raising the price. It's just, and the politics of it all, like, I am not a fan of that. And I'm not pursuing acting. Like, a lot of people think I'm branding myself. I love acting. I love being around it and talking to folks such as yourself. But me personally, I don't like, I just couldn't, like, you nailed it on the head. Like, I would hate getting, hey, you got a self-tape due in an hour and a half. Yeah. Drop everything you're doing and go do. Not for me. Yeah. And that's just me. I don't want to live like that. Yeah. No, it should be exciting. Right? It should be like, oh, here's another opportunity to do what I love to do. And it's just not that for me. And I feel, I'm turning in these auditions for my agent that are, like, to me, like the standard that I hold for myself, that was instilled in me. Like, it's doo-doo, it's shit. It's not.
And it's because I'm like, I just have to turn this in. They're going to drop me if I don't turn this in. I got to give them something. And because that's how it works, you know. They get you an audition, you turn it in. At least I don't know how other
That's what I hear. Yeah.
agencies work, but mine's pretty strict about this. You know, and so it's just and it's the thing is, man, I've been out here 8 years, which is, you know, some people have been out here way longer, but like, I'm not even in the union, man. I'm not even like, I've never even been in a room to audition for a TV show or like a movie. Like, I've never. The only reason I got confinement is because I knew a guy from way back when. That's it. That's the only reason. You know what I mean? Which, like, I haven't even been able to, like, break into the outermost layer of this shit. I'm still on the outside. And I'm not saying that I'm not, like, going to feel sorry for myself, start a pity party here. It's not like I'm like, oh, poor pitiful me, I can't break into the entertainment industry. No, it's just like, at the end of the day, is this bringing me enough joy on a daily basis to keep doing it, to keep trying to break in, to, you know? And I don't know. I don't think so. And that's the thing I'm having to come to terms with. It's been so painful these last couple of months. I haven't, you know, I've been pretty depressed about it because it feels wrong. It feels wrong to even be thinking this, to be considering this. But I'm trying to be honest with myself. I'm trying to be true to myself. And that sometimes can be very painful, I think.